Welcome to another Still Speaks video, and we are back with a match from Ixin's tournament that happened in January 2025. It is round 3, and we got a guest caster. We got Titan RT. You guys voted for it in a recent poll, and I appreciate you guys doing that. And another thing I would appreciate you guys doing is supporting Titan RT in this endeavor. Guys, it helps me out so much with these bigger projects. So anyhow, guys, click the link down below and subscribe to him. So without further ado, check him out. Thank you guys so much.
Hello everybody and welcome to a round 3 game from Ixin's 1v1 tournament that was hosted back in January. I did sadly miss this tournament myself, but me and Ixin are going to be casting tournaments for the rest of this year. I believe this video, if I am correct, should be coming out like 2 days after a tournament has already happened. So if you are interested in playing in Supreme Chrono 2 tournaments this year, or even just watching them, go over to the Supreme Chrono 2 Discord server. I do know Steel Speaks always links it down in the description below, and my channel as well. You can go over there and check out the Supreme Chrono 2 tournaments that me and Ixin are hosting. They will be in the announcements channel, and you can go and check out my YouTube channel as well, and maybe leave me a subscription if you are interested in watching any of those tournaments, because I do normally live stream most of them. But anyway, I'm gonna get this game rolling here, as hopefully we do have quite an interesting game ahead of us. I would assume I have not seen any of these games yet if I did miss the tournament, so I'm in for a little bit of a roller coaster here. Hopefully haven't seen this game yet at all. But yeah, while they do get their build queues down, I'm very appreciative to Steel Speaks to let me come in front of you guys here and actually be able to cast this game, especially the first game in these 3 rounds, as if you are not satisfied with my casting, he will be back to casting after this. But I do hope you are. I do hope you are, as I do want to stick around. But yeah, I think giving our players enough time. So, spawning in the south side of Desolatia, I think this is one of the Serpent Sword edited maps. I think it's like the V3 one for the old OSS tournaments. But yeah, we have Awasy, as I was told it's supposed to be pronounced, spawning in as the white A on ACU, going for a single air factory, and yeah, setting up his economy. And we'll watch this scout as it does go to fly over to his opponent, spawning in as the red UEF ACU. We have Hope. I don't know when the last time I saw Hope play, so this should be pretty interesting for me. He is going 1 land, and of course also setting up his economy as well. The scout does fly over Hope's base here, as that rocket tank pops out of the entrance of the factory. Let's see what Awasy responds with. He goes with a single land factory in kind. Jeez, I cannot speak. Yeah, he goes with a single land factory in response to that. Hope coming up here to expand, goes for a second land factory up here on the expansion, assuming to cover this with AA, most likely. Don't see any more expansion plans coming out here for Awasy. We do have a third land factory coming out here for Hope. Yeah, going into a 3 land opener. Awasy does spot this engineer over here. Looks like he is going to attempt to bomb it. Might actually be able to kill this engineer before the AA comes up on the factory. Yeah, he is. Definitely, there's nothing over here to stop this at all. Yeah, this is unfortunate for this engineer over here. I have to say, this is very unfortunate. Getting bombs dropped in its face is not what you want at all. Yeah. Oh, on life support over here. As yes, the AA is coming up on the land factory. Just gonna give it a last minute boost, as it does blow up into just debris and rubble as the AA does fire a few shots at this Weedu boat. Are we gonna? Yeah, he gets away. That is actually pretty comfortable. No need to worry there. Radar going down here for Hope in near the front of his base, as Awasy also throws down a radar here as well. Oh, also, I do have to mention, big thank you to AlphaX for sending me the updated version of the EcoViewer, at least the most recent updated EcoViewer at the time I'm recording this. So yeah, big thank you to him. Be sure to go check him out as well. His channel is also linked in the description below. Yeah, go and leave him a subscription for all the hard work he does on the Eco Viewer for both Steel Speaks, myself, even a lot of the other people who love or who cast SU2 content. It's greatly appreciated among the entire community. Yeah, looks like we're going to try and... Guessing we're going to assume there was a mass extractor there. I don't think the Aeon radar can reach that from that distance. But yeah, pretty smart from Awasy to try and ground fire that, assuming there would be a mass extractor there. But yeah, it looks like Hope did pump out another engineer out of this factory to replace the one that did die. And yes, he did suck up that yummy yummy mass there. Props to him for that. We do have a second land factory coming up here for Awasy back at his base. Does look like Hope is maybe thinking about pushing up here soon. I'm not sure. I do believe it is a good time for him to start thinking about that. As this game continues, Avasy's only going to begin to catch up. You see, he's throwing down a third land factory, which is going to equalize the production on this, and he's stopped his air factory. So, I do believe pushing up here is the right call. And we are, yeah, we're trying to get this... Oh, oh, that's mean. Oh, that's mean, Awasy, jeez. Killing the mass extractor as it's just being built is mean. Yeah, it doesn't even leave a wreck behind to be rebuilt on. And yes, we are pushing up here for Hope. No, okay, never mind. We're turning around. Okay. Like we have a expansion down in the south paused for Awasy currently. And yes, there's P-Shields. I was wondering when the P-Shields were going to come out, as Awasy does have air, but he did stop his air production. I'm not sure if Hope knows about that. I would assume he would begin to like catch on to it, as there's only 5 planes here, around 5 minutes into the game. Maybe, maybe not. But this radar's going to get MML'd. Ooh, right over the hill. I'm going to try and keep an eye on those fighters over there, the fighter bombers. Okay. The radar does go down, but we do have a new one being built, I believe. Yes, a new one being built over here by the corner of the factory. Going to be able to place that one under a factory shield if need be. This mass extractor does manage to get built without being killed as soon as it's born. We have MMLs firing over this small hill in the center of Desolatia. What are we shooting at? We're shooting at the commander. That's not what we want. Awasy is on top of it and doesn't move it. Looks like we did have a plane get shot down here as well. Guessing we have mobile AA. Indeed, we do have mobile AA in the mix. Shield comes up on that factory just in time to block a lot of that MML fire. Ooh, you see it ricocheting off the factory as a bunch of rounds see it just go flying off into the distance. More MMLs striking the ground, hitting a few of the Yenzu tanks as they, what, hover by? Yeah, hover by. They don't roll. Hope's commander pushing up here as well to enforce this, to bolster this push here, as well as reinforcements from this western factory as well coming up. Yeah, mobile AA firing at these aircraft flying by, deterring them from trying to fly over. It looks like we have started air production back up. These MMLs hitting this, these MMLs hitting this, but we do have a Bodo Boom in the mix here that is giving these Yendu tanks a nice boost, a nice healthy boost. It looks like we're trying to take out this radar, but we have, ooh, I like this. We have P-Shields covering the radar, so only one bomb gets through. This is pretty smart here from Hope. I like that. I like that play. Constant MML fire here sieging Awasy, but it's only firing at his army here, not at his structures. It looks like it has been retargeted now, though. So it is now firing at the radar. Awasy here pushing up a little bit. I'm trying to keep in tabs on the air as well. But yeah, we are pushing up here. Hope retreating back as the P-Shields crumble under the Yenzu fire. Does not look like we have many rocket tanks in this unit comp. Yeah, we're mostly mobile AA, P-Shields, and MMLs, and like the rest of it is rockets. It's half and half. We're throwing a land factory up here. I actually like that. I think I like that. I don't know how well it's going to do there. Oh, we moved the P-Shields away from the radar, and it's... Ouch. Yeah, it's going to go down. That's not what you want. You do not want to be losing intel at this point in the game. Now that you do have this forward factory, though, you can throw an intel add-on on it. So maybe it isn't the biggest of trouble for Hope here. Looks like we're going to go straight into unit production, though. Okay. Awasy again pushing up. Keeping the Boda Boom in the back, although it does get pushed kind of towards the middle of the group. P-shields again crumbling under the Yenzu fire. Hope standing in front of his army, trying to absorb a lot of that Yenzu fire. Jeez. Hope down to half health as tanks are just falling on both sides here. We're seeing as like the UEF army here is losing a lot more numbers as they're not able to dish out the same amount of damage as these Yenzu tanks are. Mainly because there's not enough rockets. There's more mobile AAP shields and MMLs in the mix, where Awasy's composition is all Yenzus. I do have to believe that is the reason that engagement went that way. Yeah. But maybe Hope does decide to suck up some of this wreckage here. He does have control of the reclaim. Although it does look like the P-shield's coming back up on there. Did save him a little bit. And yeah, we do have factory T-mails coming up on Awasy's factories here. And they're going straight for this forward factory that Hope did just build. There's no shield or anything on it. Awasy now pushing back up, just testing these UEF tanks. Oh, we are going to actually push all the way up into it. A big bombing. Oh, no split. Oh, no. Hope losing a massive amount of his army to a big bombing run from Awasy. And I don't want to call it, but I think that's going to be the game-winning move there for Awasy. Jeez. Making a mountain of dead UEF tanks, and Hope falls into the red here. As our red UEF commander falls into the red, and boom, down he goes. So yeah, looks like Awasy is going to go into round 2 1-up. But yeah, anyways, I do hope you enjoyed me casting one of the games, and I'm going to hand it back off to Steel to cast the rest of the games from this round. Thank you so much for having me.
Comment down below if you think Titan RT did an awesome job. I think he did a great job, so you guys have to comment right now letting him know he did awesome. And please subscribe to him because, well, we need more casters in the Supreme Commander 2 space, so let's encourage him to cast more by supporting him. So subscribe to him right now by clicking the link down below. So anyhow, guys, we already seen Alpha Hex's wonderful Eco Viewer. It's brand new. I love it. And let's get on with the match. This is the second match of round 3 between Hope and Awasy. So the map is Venus Forge. It's a map made by the community for the community, and the only way to get it is by joining the Supreme Commander 2 Discord server by clicking the link down below and getting involved with that. It is worth your time. And I'm saying Awasy is his name instead of Awasy like I used to, because I just learned from Titan RT that it's actually pronounced Awasy. So that's how I will be saying his name from now on. So it looks like enough time has gone by and I could check out the players and see what they're doing. So we got Hope spawning in as the red Aeon ACU, dropping down a single land factory opener and echoing all the things he is pushing up to get a second land factory. And maybe he's going to build in a lineup here. I don't know. We're going to see what his tactics are, because it looks like he wants to really get in and have he wants to get his base closer to his opponents so his units have less of a distance to make it there. And I think his intentions are to really just break in there and cause some damage, because he's got fish tooths first thing rolling off of the presses. So let's see what Awasy's doing. Awasy is spawning in as the white Aeon Commander, dropping down a double land factory opener. So, Hope, I believe, needs to be careful because he is down one, as you noticed in the last match. So, let's see what happens here. Hope is dropping down his third land factory. So, yeah, he is definitely really wanting to get in there and cause some damage. So, oh, did I miss the research station? Yeah, Awasy went a research station and a double land factory opener. So he is seriously, he is seriously getting the tech. So he's going tech. Hope is going troops with the triple land factory, and he's trying to get his factories closer to his opponent's base. So the longer this research station is in play, meaning the longer this game goes, Awasy's going to be way more dangerous than Hope will be. Now, Awasy is waiting on building more mass extractors because, well, he doesn't have the mass. He's got 1.1 more mass per second than Hope does. Hope isn't really expanding that much. No one is going for their natural expansions, as you can see, but Hope is pushing in and is going for... Oh! That radar got control K'd before it got attacked. So that means nobody gets research. Awasy went weapon range on his units, so he got build cost, build time, and weapon range. So these units are going to start pumping out of the factories quick. And Hope sucking up the delicious yummy mass. Dat mass. Yo, gotta love it when pros take the time to do such things. And this mass extractor took some damage from those MMLs, but Awasy repairs it. But why did it explode? I think he control K'd it for some reason. But here's the thing. Oh, his ACU takes MML to the face. So just so you guys know, if the unit is attacked and you control K it, your opponent gets research anyway. So the mass are now dead even, 7.1 to 7.1. Except for Awasy is building a mass extractor right there. And he's getting a little more veterancy, so you could see that 0.3 popped up instead of 0.1. So yeah, let's see how... And more veterancy, and then boom, more mass per second right there. Hope is... Oh! Hope just tied up in mass by building another mass extractor, but Awasy built another one or got more veterancy or something. I don't know, but Hope is not expanding in back. He is expanding forward. Hope is expanding forward, and he has a Boda Booms, a very, very strong unit, which brings... These units typically have 1500 health. Now they have 1950. And Hope brings an engineer, not just for its radar, well, not just for its repairing ability, but for its radar. Very smart. Awasy taking damage from MMLs. Awasy too has the Boda Booms. Guys, comment down below if you know what comes next after the Boda Booms in the Aeon research tree. Oh no, the engineer's getting... That's not a good thing. And the engineer bites the Dusto. Not a fun thing to have happen. But Awasy taking a lot of damage. Tanking a lot of damage for those tanks. And sucking up delicious yummy mass. Good job, Hope and Awasy. That's how you know the pros. They have time to take mass up, suck it up. Delicious yummy mass in between fights. But the way you fight this early in the game is that you make your engineer... Not your engineer... Definitely not your engineer. You make your ACU tank the damage for your tanks. I know that sounds counterintuitive because the tanks are supposed to be able to take damage, right? See, Awasy gets in front of his tanks. What you want to do is pick off more of your opponent's tanks than they could pick off of yours. And Awasy repairing his ACU with the engineer. Very, very smart. Now, energy. Definitely want to get some energy here. Awasy gets his 4th land factory. Hope gets his 4th land factory as well. Now, the energy production isn't all that high for Aeon during this point in the game. Comment down below if you know why. I mean, come on, that also tracks with the whole Boda Boom research path. You guys gotta know. You definitely know if you're playing Aeon or against Aeon. You have to know. And look, Hope is building a bunch more energy. Come on, you guys know why. You know why. You've watched this channel enough. You gotta know what Aeon is known for at this point. And Hope has a mass extractor queued up. Guys, this is what makes Aeon the most balanced faction in the game. So Hope, yep, helping out his factory. I believe he did the commander trick earlier. No, there was no commander trick. No ability for that. No, he did not. He is helping out this factory pump out more units, though. Definitely what is needed. And Hope is not accompanying his units at this stage in the game for some reason. I think that's because at this stage in the game, ACUs could just get annihilated. Yeah, lots of volleys going off. And Hope is balling up. What you do is you hold Alt and click in the center of your units to ball your units up. That is a major tactic at this stage in the game. And for some reason it works. Because your units, I guess there's less of a target. Or more are able to be in the front and to fire. I think that's what it is. Awasy sucking up delicious yummy mass, dat mass, yo. And yeah, he's got his ACU there to try to put some extra damage on. But I don't know if it's working out for him. Awasy's trying to shoo these units away with his ACU. Sort of works. Sucking up delicious yummy mass, dat mass, yo, gotta have it. Awasy probably would love to have a point defense by now. Yeah, his units are taking a lot of damage. Yeah, trying to queue up that point defense. Yeah, at this point, I don't know what's up. Yeah, Awasy trying to fight back. Trying to take some of that damage, but Hope is not taking the bait. But he is now damaging Awasy. Awasy doesn't have very many tanks left. Yeah, this is not going in Awasy's favor by any means. Awasy trying to build a point defense. I think it's too late at this point. As he gets surrounded by Hope. There is shields on Awasy's units, but Awasy is just being surrounded. And boom! Down he goes. Hope now ties it up. Awasy is now, yeah, it's 1-1, so that is making this a much closer game. So guys, you may have noticed in Alpha Hex's version 0.4 of his Eco Viewer, you may notice it bouncing around like the, what would you call that, a DVD player. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Maybe it'll hit a corner, maybe it won't. That's what people like to play. You may notice in Awasy's name, it is grayed out. So meaning he's dead. He dead in this game. He donezo. He got eliminated. And all of his mass and energy are now gone. So you can't tell how much he floated at the end. But boom, he went down. He's gone. No more Awasy for this one. And you could see it in the grayed out part. So guys, we're going to move on. Thank you for watching. You guys are amazing. Subscribe to Titan RT and Alpha Hex. You guys are the most amazing community in the world. Alright, here is the conclusion of the match between Hope and Awasy. And I want to say thank you to Titan RT one last time. Well, I'm probably going to thank him again at the very end for helping me get out larger projects like this. He is amazing and I appreciate him. Guys, we must show this guy appreciation. So thank you, Titan RT. So anyhow, this map is Iron's Gambit. And again, it is made by the community for the community. The players are tied up, so we're going to let them build for a little bit. I probably should have hit that sooner. But you know what? You guys are awesome. This community is amazing, and I appreciate you guys for supporting me, and Ixin for making this awesome tournament, and Titan RT for helping me out. Titan RT and Ixin are teaming up to make amazing tournaments for this community as well. The only way to access them, you guessed it, join the Supreme Commander 2 Discord server. I know Titan RT mentioned it to you, and I just mentioned it to you in the previous game. And there's a reason for it, because it is an amazing community. So thank you guys so much for listening to me. So let's see what is going on. We got Hope spawning in as the red Aeon Commander, dropping down a land factory. Pretty good. And he's echoing all the things. You could see him going very quickly to his expansion. I believe this is, yeah, definitely his first expansion. Natural expansion, I would call that, you know, good spot for him to expand. Well, yeah, definitely. And he's going double land factory opener, so we're going to come back and check him out. And Awasy spawning in as the white Aeon Commander, dropping down a triple land factory opener and echoing all the things. He too is going to his natural expansion. He even built up there. I didn't know you could reach there, and I guess you can from down there. Like, the other expansion would be here, but that's a bit more difficult to defend. And Hope is going Harvogs. Harvogs are great for raiding, and hopefully Hope is going to do a whole lot of that, because Harvogs are look at that, 1200 health as opposed to 1500 health. They are not going to do as well. They don't have the range. They don't have the range, as much range as tanks do. And Awasy building a radar station. You'll love to see it. Hope, is he going to do the commander trick? He's helping out a factory. He's going to help out two factories. I want you all to see the commander trick. Yeah, there it is. He is assisting right in the center of factories. You could also assist factories back and forth, whichever you prefer. And this will cause the commander to assist a factory. And once that one's done, he'll assist the other one. So it helps units out just a little bit faster, if you notice that. Boom. Look at that. Boom. And another one. So the factory builds a little bit on its own. And just a little bit faster. So the ACU doesn't have to wait for the factory, the unit to leave the factory for it to reload. If that makes sense. Like, look, there's a little bit of time where units aren't building while a unit is leaving. That way the commander's build power is being used 100% of the time. So that's really cool. And we got Awasy making contact. Hope responding just a tad bit late there. You could see some of those Harvogs getting taken out. Two of them very quickly being taken out. Hope trying to defend, doing his best. Harvogs do not have the range. Yeah, this might not work out for Hope because, yeah, his units are dying. And we see this little guy doing something. I really don't. Yeah, he's probably going to go and try to capture something from Hope. That is mean. But I don't think that's going to matter at this point because Hope is completely surrounded by tanks. And that's an unfortunate way for this set to end. Yeah, I think this is it. And boom! Down Hope goes. It looks like Awasy wins this one. Unfortunate for Hope, but very fortunate for Awasy. So, you may have seen, I think Awasy had weapon range on his ACU. And, yeah, that was a good choice because as ACU was able to help assist in taking out Hope's ACU at a distance where the blast radius wouldn't do so much damage to Awasy's ACU. And I think he went training as well. Maybe just training. Maybe he didn't go weapon range. I can't tell. But either way, he kept his distance because if both ACUs detonate, that means it's a rehost. And Hope did a really good job in that second match. Wow, Hope was amazing. He was good in this one, but I think he made the mistake of going double LAN rather than triple out the gate. And yeah, he went straight for this expansion here. Probably a little too greedy. And probably should have went Yenzus instead of Harvogs. Harvogs are a great plan, don't get me wrong. But rating right now, I mean, it's not a huge distance between bases. So Hope's one of the best players in the world. I'm sure he had a plan. But Awasy was super aggressive and was not allowing him to implement said plan. So if Hope had a little bit of time, if he was able to amass a good amount of Harvogs, we would have seen raids over on this expansion here. So I think that's what was going through Hope's mind. So great ideas just got hard. I just punched my mic. I'm sorry, guys. Just hard countered by Awasy's walking in there with his units super fast. So, and also Awasy had this nasty thing going on here. He brought an engineer up. As everyone knows, Aeon engineers could sack cap. He probably was going to steal a factory and use it against his opponent, which would have been very, very, very painful for Hope and pretty much impossible to come back from at this point in the game, especially since he's fighting here. It would have been really hard to come back from, but awesome match. Great match between some of the best players in the world. But Awasy won it, so congratulations, Awasy. But since this is the Swiss tournament, Hope is still in it. So good job, Hope. Great players. Amazing matches between some of the best players in the world. So thank you guys so much. So yeah, I think I'm going to end this. I'm going to let that thing bounce around while I'm talking. So I'm going to just sit here and be right there for Awasy. That thing's going to bounce around. I'm going to see if it hits a corner. That might be cool. So anyway, guys, I want to thank Titan RT once more for helping me get out these larger projects. He's probably going to be helping me out with the fast casts, which take me hours to record. I know they're fast, they're being cast very quickly, but they take me a long time. So gotta give Titan RT some love. Subscribe to him. He's did an amazing job on this cast. I appreciate him, and I appreciate you for voting on him. You guys are cool people, and so is he. And thank he and Ixin for throwing these great tournaments. They just threw the 15-year anniversary for Supreme Commander 2. How cool is that? Great guys. And Alpha Hex, of course, made this amazing Eco Viewer. As you can see, his name bouncing around as if it's one of those DVD things. I like how every time it hits, it changes color. He definitely did that with the DVD, you know, the way the DVD thing. Now, let's see. Is it going to hit the corner? Is it going to hit the corner? And nope. Did not hit the corner. Unfortunate. But anyway, guys, like this video, subscribe to my channel, favorite it, because it helps me out, and send your grief. Wow, I am tongue-tied, because I'm watching the dang thing bounce around. Alpha Hex, what are you doing, man? I'm kidding. I'm just blaming. It's going to hit the corner, and nope, no corner. But anyway, guys, like this video, subscribe to my channel, favorite it, because it helps me out, and send your good replays to stillspeaks@gmail.com. And, oh, I got it! No. Yeah. Send your good replays to stillspeaks@gmail.com, or join the Supreme Commander 2 Discord server. Oh, it hit the corner, I think. I think it did. Join the Supreme Commander 2 Discord server and, you know, upload your replay to #replays for stillspeaks, or go to, or find me and direct message me. Only do one of those. Email, upload, #replays stillspeaks, or direct message. Only one of those. Otherwise, I'll be confused, and I'll be an upset boy if you do that. Don't do that to me. But yeah, you want to join the Supreme Commander 2 Discord server, definitely, because, well, that's where the community is. That's where you get all these new maps. That's how you know about these wonderful tournaments. And also, seriously, this is where you get your achievements done. So if you want to get that ranked play done, because people aren't playing ranked naturally, you need to ask someone to help you out with that. So that's where you could find it. So, yeah. Cue Alpha Hex's ad now.
You still haven't joined the biggest Supreme Commander 2 Discord in the world with over 1,000?
2,000?
You have General, Hall of Fame, all the YouTube channels, all the YouTube videos, streaming. Don't worry about that. Ask for some help, post some memes, send some replays, find a game, death chat. We even have a channel for all the Xbox Subcom 2 players. So what are you waiting for? Click the first link in the video description or just type Supreme Commander 2 in this thing that nobody will ever use. You should join now!
Comment down below, say something nice about the players, about the game. Just say thank you to Ixin for creating this tournament, thank you to TitanRT for casting, and thank you to AlphaX for making this amazing eco-viewer, making it better than it already was. Thank you, AlphaX. Amazing guy, amazing jobs. You guys are all amazing, I appreciate you. And if you want to support this channel monetarily, I have a Patreon page. A big thank you to TitanRT and Ixin for being current patrons. And I gotta say thank you to Hope for being past patrons, and same with AlphaX. You guys are amazing. You can see all of my past patrons on the screen right now, all their icons. You guys are awesome, and I appreciate you so much. And if you want to support me monetarily, but you don't want it to be a subscription service, it could be a subscription service, but it doesn't have to be. You could give me as little as $5 once just to say thank you, or you could give me more. That's okay too, whatever you want to do, or you don't have to either. But you got to get involved in my Ko-Fi if you want to show that kind of gratitude. You guys are awesome. A big thank you to Mr. Wizard, Chabot, Nuclear Pizza, Anonymous, Dr. Pearl. A big thank you to Alexander. Or was it Anonymous? Well, big thank you to either of them. And a gigantic, huge thank you to Colin300. You guys are amazing. Thanks for help keeping me motivated. And if you want to support this channel without spending any money, don't worry, I got you. Just watch my videos all the way through to help feed the YouTube algorithm. Like, comment, subscribe. YouTube cares about all that stuff, especially watch time hours, so help me out with that. And if you want to help me out even more, check out my band. We're called King of Cups. Check us out on YouTube. Watch our music videos all the way through. Like, comment, subscribe. Help feed the YouTube algorithm for them, for me, for us, for them. You know what I mean. Oh, it did it. No, it didn't hit the corner. But, yeah. And if you want to help me out even more and you want to be the most awesome you possibly could be, you got to check out my band, King of Cups, on Spotify. Oh, goodness. Yeah, check out my band on Spotify. Add Missing You to a playlist because Spotify cares about engagement and listening hours. So add Missing You to a playlist. Listen to it 3, 4, 5 times through, all the way through, and follow us on Spotify. You guys are amazing. I appreciate you so much. Remember to subscribe to TitanRT and AlphaX. I appreciate you guys so much. So yeah, like this video. Wait, where am I? That's not where I'm at. Share with your friends, family, and foes because you need something interesting to watch as well. And as always, everyone, GG.